move forward.
So it's the same things I had up here. Yeah, okay.
It seems like it is the same thing.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured it was.
So right now, I think the next step is to get more information about which is the PET scan that you already. Did you already go for the PET scan?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we're gonna wait for those results, and we're also probably gonna ask for an MRI of the brain, just to, as part of completion, making sure there's nothing there. And then after that, we're gonna have to run some genetic testing on the melanoma, and to see, because the genetic testing will help us decide on what treatment is the best for you.
Are you having pain in the pelvis area?
Oh. Yeah, we've got it pretty well under control, but just certain movements.
Okay. Are they letting you walk now? The orthopedic doctors are okay with you walking?
Non-bearing.
No, not bearing. Okay.
Non-bearing walking on that hip.
And that's the other thing we wanted to address in the meantime. Probably get the radiation doctors involved and see can do some radiation to the area to prevent it from damaging the bone further while we decide on the rest of the therapy.
Yeah.
And how long is all this other things going to take?
The PET scan, they should give us a result by tomorrow, and the MRI should happen in the next couple of days. In the meantime, the radiation doctors are going to see you and plan the radiation treatment, and that takes about 2 weeks, that radiation treatment. So that's going to take over your time while we decide on the other stuff. And right now in the CAT scans, there doesn't seem to be a lot of other areas that are causing a lot of problems, except that hip thing, which is the main problem. So I think if there's nothing big in the brain, I think we can focus on the hip first. And then we'll decide on the rest.
So you live, where do you live? Near Beaumont, near Lufkin?
Lufkin.
Near Lufkin, okay. So normally radiation is given in 10 treatments, Monday through Friday. One treatment each day, Monday through Friday for 2 weeks. Living in Lufkin, you have to stay here for the treatments.
I have to stay here?
Well, you'd have to stay close, because obviously you can't travel back and forth from Lufkin every day. So something to think about when you set up the radiation. Now, what they sometimes do is they set up quarters at a local hotel nearby, so that you two could stay in a hotel and get your radiation treatment from there. That would be an option.
Yeah, right now I'm in the Fisher House, in the new one.
Yeah, so you don't have to stay in the actual hospital to get your treatment, but it would be very hard for you to get it from Lufkin.
Oh yeah, very difficult.
So it's in the bone, and that is also what that mass is also?
That's what, it's in the hip bone, like in the actual hip bone, and it's affecting that bone there. It's causing the fracture. That's as far as we can see right now. Let's see what the PET scan shows. There's not.
Yeah, because they were talking about it's malignant. Looks like malignant in the bone, and then there's a soft tissue mass.
So it's starting from the bone, but there's a soft tissue component to it. It's all mixed together there.
Okay, it's all the same kind. We have one kind.
It's just destroying the bone.
Right.
That's why it hurts so much. Though
it's taking the food supply from your bone, basically.
Yeah.
That's where it's taking one of the area that's taking the food supply from.
I guess that's where most of the pain's coming from.
Yeah, right. So that's why we think if there's nothing big anywhere else, we should focus on that with some radiation first while we decide on the other stuff and we get all the other information that we need.
Okay.
So like we're going to be stuck here for another.
I'm not kissing you bye. I'm going to stay with you.
Hey.
Well, what they sometimes do, they take a little time to do the treatment planning, so you may get a break. You may be able to go home for a little while and then come back for the radiation. We'll have to just see how long it takes to get everything done.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least we know now, for sure. And
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, but we suspected that it was going to have something bad, right?
Sure,
yeah,
sure. I knew that when they first told me that because you just don't break a hip bone just by dropping down on your knee.
That's right.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not ignorant,
Yeah, we've been dealing with this since we started having pain at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then just right after Christmas, he couldn't walk. I mean, with aid, and we've been coming down here every other week and getting injections and steroids.
Oh no.
They said, well, it doesn't look like enough.
So they were thinking it was arthritis. They were thinking it was arthritis.
They were X-raying and doing all kind of stuff, and they didn't say anything.
Yeah, he wasn't looking. He didn't. And all this time, I've been making trips.
So the X-ray didn't show it?
No, we had X-ray in Lufkin. We had X-ray here. We had CT injections, the steroids.
The CT injection.
Yeah.
They didn't see it in CT?
We had that in March.
Yeah, March.
Really, and they didn't see it.
That's what
I'll have to look back. I'll look back and see.
Yeah, I wish you would, because this.
And we've had all these things, you know, David, nobody's, you know, you would think that if there's no evidence to an X-ray that there's a broke bone or anything like that, we get this excruciating